Yo, 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 it's your boy, Marky Rex Terrell. Hope everybody's doing good. Your boy's doing good. Hey, Ninja, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're healing up better. You have to extend the boot on your foot. Oh man, I was right once again. Oh, all you gotta do is thank Spirit, not me. I'm just the guy with the cards. Well, star is a star. What can I say? When you got good energy, good readers, Spirit is around them to give the right answers, you know? What can I say? What can I say? I'm glad. Hopefully it was good. Hello, Spiritual. How you doing? Okay. I'm doing good. I've been working all day. It's 5:16 here. So I have some ribs and potatoes in the oven. It's going to be another hour and 20 minutes. So I said, like, while I'm waiting for the food to be cooked in the oven, I'll just come on here for a while. Because I'm not coming on tonight because I'm going to watch the game tonight. I got ribs and potatoes and leftover mac and cheese. Okay, you can answer your question, Spiritual. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just got it. Okie doke. No problem. All right. All right, Spiritual, you said, what is mine and Irwin's future together? When we need contact and start talking to me, no contact right now. All right, let's check, Spiritual. Hey, Cindy, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Okay. All right, Spiritual. What I got here is right now he's not going to answer your messages and things are going to be kind of up and down for the next like 2 weeks at least. All right. Right now, I think he's dealing with like his dad or he's dealing with another person. He's dealing with money situations and like he's kind of like getting over like fake friends and people that are around him. I feel like he's going through a situation that's holding him back from being with you and talking to you right now, spiritual. So he read them and he doesn't reply because he doesn't have, like most men and most people, they can't do two things at once. So if they got something going on in their life, they can't attend to another person and tend to this person, and it's too much for people to handle these days. Okay. And I know that's, excuses and things like that for those people, but some people are just going to be that way. So right now, I feel like he's weak. He's indecisive. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't want to know what to do. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. I think he's going through a lot of like situations with family or like with another person around him. Something to do with like him and people and things around him. All right. Could be to do with money and just not being happy. Or maybe he has money and he's just not happy because he's not getting what he wants. All right. Now, in at the end of the month, okay, well, listen, at the end of the month, right? He's going to start talking to you and he's going to contact you and things will get better. All right. I feel like he's going to contact you finally between now and the end of the month. He's going to contact you and things will be a lot better because he feels like he's able to talk to you and able to proceed with you after that. All right. So you got to wait at least another 2 weeks before this happens. But from now until the end of the month, there's potential of, you guys talking and things like that. All right. I feel like he considers you a good person and considers you like a person that wants to be, he wants to be with you, but it's him. He is the one who has to make that decision. All right. I feel like, yes, he does want to be with you, but he can only offer you so much. So you have to ask yourself this, right? He's not replying. No answer is an answer, in my opinion, right? But there is a situation where he might reply to you in the next 2 weeks. All right. It might not be the reply you like, and it might be a reply you like. It might be better, it might be good. Yeah, well, that's the thing. He has to, I feel like he will contact you in the next 2 weeks between now and the end of the month. I keep getting, yes, he will contact you. But he feels like he can't do what you want him to do. Sweetheart, I just told you, he will answer you in the next 2 weeks. Okay? He'll answer you and he'll talk to you. It looks good, it doesn't look bad, but it's him. He has things going on that's bad in his life. And in order for him to talk to you with a clear head, he has to make decisions. He has to do something in his life to get over what's going on. Okay? So I would say don't talk to him no more. Don't text him no more. Just leave him alone. No, it's not. I don't see nothing to do with you. No, it's something to do with him. I feel like the more you bother him, the worse it's gonna get. So just let it be. Leave him alone, and just see how things pan out. The best thing to do is leave him alone. Let him reply to you. If you don't send messages, then that's gonna say, look, she's probably gave up on me. Let me respond back to her. Okay? Just let it go. You've said what you had to say. He's seen the messages, so he's entertaining it. But you have to realize that there's something going on in his life that's bothering him. It's not you. It's people around him and the situation around him where he has to deal with it first before he deals with you. Okay? That's up to you. You do whatever you wish. It's his birthday, of course. You got to say happy birthday, But after that, just leave him, let him be, and then he'll go about his business. All right? I feel like the cards are telling me, right? The cards are telling me that from now to the end of the month, he will contact you. Okay? He will. That says, the cards say he will. But you have to let him decide what he wants to do. It's nothing to do with you. He looks at you in a good way. It's just that he has problems that he can't solve right now. And once he does, things will get better. All right? So I would say send him a message. happy birthday, and that's it. Don't elaborate too much. Just keep it simple. Okay, Cindy, no problem. All right, Ninja. You can go ahead and ask your question. This phone's acting crazy. All right, cool. You're welcome, spiritual. Just be patient, sweetheart, because he's got things he has to solve. Okay, it's nothing to do with you. I just think that he needs time. I tell people a lot. A lot of times, I tell people, "No, Ninja, you were next," but that's up to you. You can either one of you doesn't matter. Um, so I tell people all the time, well, because you're ready doesn't mean the person that you want is ready. So if we're patient enough, then we can get what we want, but we have to wait for that person to get their shit together. And that's the situation I see. All right, no problem. Being that you guys are trying to be nice to each other, and you go first, I go first, you go first, you go this, you go that. See, you drive me nuts. Oh, mercy. Jesus, please help me. Jesus, take the wheel. Pull a rabbit out of the hat. Yeah, I can do. Why the hell is my phone acting crazy? This don't make no sense. Of course. I love you guys and I miss you. That's why I came on while my dinner's being attended to. This is so annoying. Now my phone doesn't show me the things. Fuck. This is so freaking annoying. Come on, man. Why is my phone acting up now? This don't make no sense. Oh, there we go. Of course. Now I don't understand why, like, on my phone it comes through one time. And on my computer, see, I don't like to go on my phone because it acts crazy. And then when I come on, my computer that comes like way later. It's so dumb. It don't make no sense. And now my phone is like the font is like double now, and I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even touch anything. I swear, it's like a never ending story. And the retrograde is over, and it still wants to piss me off. That's so weird. All right, let me just check something real quick. OMG, OMG. Oh my God. Maybe if I log into, okay, here it is. I got it. All right, so Cindy, you said, what is going on with Aries? Do you see him hiding something from me? I feel like he is. Well, if he's an Aries, if they're an Aries, they're definitely hiding something. Hey, Santina, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, I can give it a 4. Oh, no. No, I can't do Situation with home is much better because he's gone. Yeah, he left 3 weeks ago. He left 3 weeks ago. Well, it's gonna be 3 weeks on Friday. He left, so he's gone. It's been it's been great, but my sister still works at the same place he does. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Aries people are very sneaky and they lie a lot and they do things that I don't like. But not all Aries, you know what I'm saying? People diss Aquarius men all the time, but I'm not like this. People that they diss. Like I said, but most Aries I know, they're very sneaky and they do underhanded shit. And I don't like that. Capricorns are the same way. Capricorn, Aries, Leo, some Leo people, and some of those people I can't really like entertain too much because, yeah. So my sister wants to leave the company, um, like she wants to leave the company. She's going on vacation next week for a week, and I told her, look, you have to disconnect from that place in order to get another job because she's applied for all these jobs and she can't get a job. And I told her, you know why? Because you're not let go of that job yet. You got to let go of that job in order to get another job. I said, the universe has got to make sure you're ready to willing to leave. Once you leave, you're disconnected and you're not going to be in that toxic energy. So then the universe and the spirit will say, hey, look, you did it. Now your reward is a new job. So she goes, okay, I'm going to try that. I said, I told you already. You got to get away from negativity in order for positivity to happen. But if you don't make the initiative, it's not going to happen. But she doesn't want to leave without a secure job first. But sometimes you got to leave, though, in order to get what you want. Every job I left, I never gave no resignation. I was like, goodbye. See ya. All right, Cindy, let's check. All right, this Aries person looks like they want to help with an ulterior motive. They're trying to assist. They're going to assist people around them, but they're very tricky. And if they try to help you, that means that they want something in return. Any type of advice they give you, it's the wrong advice. But they know that you're a quick, smart person. And you're quick to respond, quick to say things. So that's why they're watching themselves around you. But this person's they don't face reality. They fail to face reality. I think they're resting because they know they can't win when it comes to with you, and they like whatever plans they make, they're not gonna go through with their plans. Like I feel like they have troubled relationships and troubled friendships. Like they're like they don't know what the hell to do. Like you know what I'm saying? They're like wanting to do something, but then they don't. Like they say something, but they don't want to do it. That's what I get. It's like they're up to something. They're gonna help, but don't take the help like, oh my, you're so nice. You know, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, not so much promises, but like whatever they say, they're not gonna do. They're not gonna like whatever they say, they're gonna be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then they're gonna plan it, and then it's not gonna come through because it's bullshit. And then they're gonna be like, you know what? I just gotta face reality that this shit is not gonna happen, and I'm not gonna get my way, and it's not gonna turn out the way I want to. So they're gonna be constantly like saying things that don't exist. Okay, you said, do you see him hiding something from me? All right, let's check. what I feel they're hiding is their true feelings. Like, I don't think that they have any type of consistency. I don't think they really have a heart. Their heart is all over the place. They're not stable. They want to change. They're tempted to be with you, but they don't want to make. He doesn't want to make the effort, and he's not going to make the effort. I feel like he has like a new interest, like somebody that he likes beside you, or like, but it's like it's not nothing that he can overcome or nothing that he's really going to get himself involved with. And he knows that with you, he has to come correct. If not, not going to work. He also thinks that, he can get what he wants from you at times, or like he wants to get something from you, but he's really not going to get it because you're too smart for that. Or he feels like, I can't pull the wool over her eyes. But what he's hiding is, if he says, for instance, if he says, hey, Sydney, look, I really like you. I want to be with you. I want to do this with you. It's all bullshit. It's the reverse. Because I don't see him wanting to love you or wanting to be with you or wanting to do anything with you that's good. It's all like, he might tell you some new interests and new things, but it's all like the same shit, different day. But he does consider you a good person. It's just that you might be too good for him. But there's going to be a lot of inconsistency with him, up and down. What he's really hiding is, he might tell you good things. I keep getting the same thing. He might tell you good things, but it's nothing good about what he says. He's lying, and he's not going to tell you exactly how he feels and what he really is up to. Whatever he's planning, it ain't going to happen. And if it does happen, it's like all false and fake things. If he drinks and stuff, that's probably a problem too. I don't think he's gonna make any type of actions toward you. I think he's a selfish person. He's just gonna be like, he seems like a suspicious person. He's always suspicious about what everybody else is doing because he's up to no good himself. I think he's worried about himself, his money, his job, his life. He's just sitting there in a chair saying, this is me. I do what I want. Yeah, if it isn't drinking and drugs, then it's like selfishness on his part, him just wanting to be by himself, for himself, and just do whatever he wants for himself. Like or he punishes himself. Like he knows he's got to do better, but he doesn't. So he gets stuck, or he just feels like, yeah, I can't do it. It could be like a money problem or something like that, where like he might, dwell too much on money. Or he wants too much and he doesn't have it, or he has too much and he just spends all his money and like acts crazy. So I don't see nothing good here. I just think that this person's focused too much on themselves. You're welcome, sweetheart, and thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't get nothing extremely good. I just think that he wants to just do his own thing and be his own person. Yeah, well, there you go. Long distance and empty promises. So there you go. If he says he's gonna come visit you, it's probably bullshit. Yeah. Sounds like it. All right, Ninja, you're next. Got my damn thing's going off it. Let me see. Let me turn this off. You're welcome, sweetie. Just, keep focusing on yourself. Majority of the people I know in the world are like us, single looking, but everywhere we look, it's just a problem or a task or like, what the fuck am I doing? Yep. All right, Ninja, let's check. All right, so next month it looks like you're hopeful that things turn out good, but it's still going to be like cloudy and things are going to be kind of like up in the air. You might have people from your past come back. You might reunite with people like that you've known for a while and talk to them and be talking about like-minded things and stuff like that. Um, your plans might not go according to plan. You might have to cancel some things, or you might have to like work around certain situations. Like you might plan to do something and it doesn't work out. You might have to do it the next day or the next week or the following month. Also, there's going to be like a man around you, could be your husband or somebody else that's like feels like everybody's against him and they feel like you probably are against him too, or you might not see things eye to eye and you might have like an argument with this person, or there might be just babbling back and forth. Oh, I told you this is going to happen, or I told you you should do this, or I told you you should have done that, or why didn't you say this, or why didn't you say that. There could be a back and forth argument between you and a man, probably your husband or somebody like that, where like you guys are going to talk about each other and why something didn't happen, or why something did is going to happen, and what can you do to solve the situation. So there could be like a back and forth, like, arguing, or just like talking to each other about something that, and not arguing, but just talking to each other about things that why you didn't do this and why you didn't do that. So there's going to be a question of why. I mean, I don't see like a lot of bad things, but there's just like disappointments, and you might not be happy with certain situations. I mean, we're all the same. We have good days, bad days, and I see that, you're going to be looking at someone and saying, why weren't you honest, or why didn't I knew I couldn't trust you, or something like that. There's like a trust factor, or like a dishonesty, or like a disappointment you're going to have with someone around you. Or you might just be disappointed with people in general, like just say, I can't believe this person did this, or I can't believe that person did that. Um, there also could be something like happening with your mom, where she might be like, grieving, or like being kind of be like, you might have to deal with your mom in June. Like she might say something to you, and then she might be like, I'm really disappointed that, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or she might get sick, something like that, where you might have to tend to her, or you might have to talk to her about certain things. So it might be your mom having some difficulties and you having to deal with her. Um, like you might also want to like take a break, or like, say, you need to escape from like your issues, or escape from people that say bad things or do bad things. So you might be like, look, I need to take a break from you fucking people. You aggravate me, and temporarily like seclude yourself, or take a break for a weekend or something. Be like, hey, look. But it looks like you're gonna make the right adjustments, and by the end of June, you'll be fine. And you just have to have a lot of patience with people around you. You yourself, I feel, will be okay. But I feel like, I'm gonna look into that now about your mom. Yeah, I think that you might have to deal with your mom. Like she might be sad or disappointed. Something might happen to her, like where you might have to deal with her. I don't know what she's feeling like right now, but looks like, something bad might happen to her, and you might have to tend to her, or talk to her, or deal with her in some type of way. Or she'll call you and say, hey, guess what? You would never guess this happened. And then, blah, 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 you know. Mm, I don't, I mean, it looks like I can't really tell if it's health or not, but it's some type of disappointment. Like she's going to be disappointed with herself. and then you're gonna be like, okay, look, mom, don't worry, we're gonna sort it all out. I just feel it's something that's gonna make her cry or make her like be upset about something. If it's not her, she might be upset about someone else. I don't know if she has like a brother or a sister or something like that in her life, right? That's has problems. She might be like sad that somebody around her is messed up, and then it might affect you because she's gonna talk to you. Yeah. So it looks like she's gonna have an issue, and then it's gonna affect you. Obviously, when things happen to our parents, it affects us. So it looks like something's gonna happen next month. But like I don't get nothing catastrophic or nothing like seriously bad where like, oh my God. But it seems like she's gonna be upset with somebody, and then it's gonna affect you. So but overall, just be patient and just let things be the way it is. I think it's gonna be like a end of June. You'll be like, "Phew, okay, I dodged a few bullets here, and I did go through some bullshit, but I'm okay now." You know, I think that that's you know, that's the situation. Nothing bad on your end, but just people around. People affect our decisions in our life. But yeah, you'll be fine, Ninja. Oh, hey, Cindy. No problem, Ninja. No problem. See, look, the donation came through one time, but your first donation didn't come through yet. But I saw it on my thing. All right, you said, can you see if there is spirit around me trying to give me a message? My grandma. Okay, Cindy, I'll check for you. Yeah, exactly. I just think that it's time, just like, yeah, but I know it came through, but it's just that it doesn't come through on my email. It came through on my phone, but not on my email. I don't know why. But it did the same thing earlier. It's so dumb. No, I got it. I got it, but it just doesn't show me on my computer. Like I got both. Yeah. Hey, Becca, how are you, sweetie? Meow meow. My phone always comes through first, but this dumb computer, like it just does whatever. Like I did a PayPal thing yesterday, and I was like, and it came through like an hour later. I was like, okay, cool. Sure, spiritual, you can. That's up to you. All right, Cindy. Cindy, you said is you want a message from spirit. Okay, see if it's your grandma. Let me see. Hmm. Well, what I'm hearing, Cindy, is that like be fair to yourself. Whatever you want to do it. Whatever you don't want to do, don't do it. And they're saying like you always have good intentions, but put those good intentions toward yourself instead of like letting others be your destruction or be your problem. So they're saying that there could be people on both sides of you. Somebody saying something here, somebody does something here. So you got to take care of the middle, you first, and leave these, shrug them both off your shoulders. And like, I see a woman here, and she has like short hair, and she's like saying to me, she needs to take care of herself, not everybody else, because she says that you're letting others degrade you or make you feel degraded, or you feel degraded because you're having to deal with all these people. Yes, I did, spiritual. Thank you. So like they're saying like if you're planning something, Don't plan it until you know for sure what you're gonna do. Like, be totally sure before you make a decision. She said that your decision making is gonna help you solve the issues with people around you. And she's saying that you have the right intentions and you'll get the rewards from your decisions, but you can't make those decisions if you know it's not possible. Like, don't go out of your way to make other people happy. Go out of your way to make yourself happy. She says you got to take care of more of yourself instead of taking care of everybody else. I wish I could do the same thing because I do too much. Like, she's saying, find a proper balance. She says you're unbalanced. You got to like stop doing too much and do more for yourself and just help the people that really help you. Um, like, if this grandmother is your mom's mom, I don't know if it is or not, but like, she says, thanks for taking care of your mom. Like, there's more, like, there has to be like a more self-satisfaction, like more of you have to, like, she says that you have to wake up saying like, I feel complete, like I feel like I'm okay today, like I'm good. Like, I don't have to worry about somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's saying that you got to take care of more of you and like not let everybody be that dark cloud over your head. That's what she says. Like, she's showing me like a rainy day and you're like you want to be underneath that cloud and feel sorry for yourself. And she's like, yeah, you can't do that no more. Like, there's got to be, you have to draw the line and say, Cindy's got to take care of Cindy and I'll take care of you when I can. But, she's not saying completely disown everybody, but she's saying like, you got to find the justice and the peace for yourself and find the proper balance so you don't, go off it or, feel like you always got this cloud over your head and it's always raining on you. Sometimes I feel the same way, but then you have to just take time out for yourself. And she's saying like, don't be restrained. She's saying don't be restrained from what people's doing and don't feel like don't hide your emotions. Like, tell people how you feel and tell yourself how you feel and just say, I need to like use my common sense and say, hey, look, I'm had enough. I got to do this, 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 and this, and then see how it goes after that. So use your judgment, use your judgment and go in the right direction is what she's saying. Like, she says, if you have headaches or you're having a headache, right? Like recently, or you having problems sleeping, she's saying like, just imagine like, I don't know, it's hard to hear what she's like. She's trying to tell me that you might be going to sleep with too much on your brain, like too much in your head. Like, you're overthinking things before you go to sleep, so it's causing you or affecting you to have headaches or sleeping issues. And she's saying in order to get over that, just imagine like a white light or white, aura, like light and things like that, and just imagine things being clear before you go to sleep. Well, in order for you can't save everybody as much as I know you want to. And I've had that same, we all have those same situations where you want to save everybody, but we can't. In order for your son and your daughter to become, you know, full of, I mean, I understand they have problems, but you also have to take care of yourself. That's what she's saying, you know. It's I know it's hard. Listen, I know, and I tell everybody, look, I know it's hard. I deal with shit all the time, you know. Yeah, and that's the thing. I know but they're saying, we all have to take care of ourselves because you have to tell yourself, and this goes for everyone. If you were to die today, life goes on. The world's going to keep turning. The sun's going to rise tomorrow. Nightfall's going to come. This is life. That's why you can't live for tomorrow, because tomorrow might not come. That's why we have to take care of ourselves today. Live in the present. And I know it's difficult, and I know I can talk and say whatever I want. People are going to do what they want. But you have to live life in the present. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about the next day. Let shit unfold the way it's supposed to. And sometimes we have to like draw back and let people take care of themselves for once in their life. You know what I'm saying? But it's I can't really talk like, I can only talk. I don't know what it's like to have a child, but I'm taking care of two boys next door for the past 15 years of their life. I've been their real dad. I've been their real, mentor, their idol. I know what it's like to have a child around me, but I don't have my own, but they're like my own. Everybody in here has been, they grew up without a mom, a dad, or had a mom and not a dad, had a dad, not a mom, grew up with their granny, grew up with their uncle, their sister, their brother. We all have different fucking lives, yes. But we have to take time out for ourselves. So we become stable, we become sane, and we know what we have to do. When we're 100%, that's when we can give to others 100%. But if we're not 100%, we're going to keep draining our energy, and the universe is going to be like, you know what? You don't fucking listen, so we're not going to give you what you want. I understand it's very difficult, and we are like people. There's a lot of people who's going to keep giving to the day they die, and then they're just never going to learn. I tell my sister not to help my brother too much. Let him learn on his own. He has to defend himself. He's 50-something years old. Leave him alone. Don't give him no fucking money, because the more you give them, the more he's going to want. You got to take care of your own life, bro. You're old enough now. Get over it. Me, I don't have too much sympathy for people in these days. I really don't, because I have my own life to worry about. But it's hard, I know. And God bless everybody, and I hope everybody has, the right things happen. But we have to take care of ourselves at the end of the day. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Cindy, and it's difficult being a mom and doing those things. That's why I love women so much, because I know that they go through a lot more than what men do. And I can't stand when men disrespect women like that and do things and not there for their children and their wife and their mother, their children. It's what I see it happening every day. I see it happening right now with my brother-in-law. He's a pathetic piece of shit, and he don't care about his kids. But somebody's got to fill their shoes. All right. Spiritual, you said, I'm getting Reiki healing done for both of us from December. Is it working for us both? From the same time I am sick, it made me codependent. So I continue or stop? Well, let me tell you something about that, spiritual. I'm not into Reiki healing and all that type of stuff, right? But what I know about that is you can only heal yourself. People can't heal you like that. The only person that can heal you is God himself. And the only way you can get healed is believe in him. And that's my opinion on that. But if somebody's telling you since December that they're working on both of you and you guys ain't together, then what does that tell you? That is the answer. You're just wasting money on someone who's telling you something's going to happen or saying that they're healing you. But if you're still sick, I would say stop, I would say stop, yeah. Oh, it can't be legit if it's not working. And if you don't believe it's working, then it ain't gonna work. I'm not saying Reiki is legit or not legit, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna go through that, But if you're physically sick too much, then it's what you put in your body. You are what you eat. You see what I'm saying? God put food on this earth so we can better ourselves, and men fuck food up to make sure we get sick. And it happens every day, all day, and before us, and it's gonna happen after us. So if you're physically sick, you gotta find a way to make yourself better. You can only make that choice. Sometimes doctors can't help you. You gotta help yourself. All right, what I'm getting is it's not legit and it's not gonna help you. This Reiki healing, if it's from a person, let me see something here. If the person doing it on you is a male, then I would say that don't go back. If it's a female, this person's really like trying to tell you that it's going to work, but it's really not going to work. So I would say no, it's not legit. And if you've been doing it since December, the cards are confirming that it's not legit. Yeah, if she's female, I would say that she's doing it because she wants you to feel better about your relationship and about wanting this relationship, but she's only causing more trouble to the relationship by trying to heal you that way. You know, I've never had nobody come to me and tell me that Reiki healing, you know, made you and your boyfriend, or her and their boyfriend better. I don't really hear too much about that, but I don't really believe in none of those things anyway. I believe that the only person that can heal you is yourself and God, and that's it, and your beliefs. So to answer your question, spiritual, I would say no, it's not helping you and it's not going to help you. It's just going to leave you empty with nothing to gain from it. You know, and if you're physically sick and you've been like that since December and it ain't helping you and it's May now, then that's your answer. You know, I would suggest you to see not a Reiki healer, but a person that can guide you in the right direction of what to put in your body. What you put in your body is very, very important. The things you put in your body is what makes you who you are and makes you what you are. You are what you eat, and I can't express that enough. Well, eating good in your mind can be, you know, good, but it might people say they eat good, but good to you might not be good for your body. You might be eating the wrong good things, even though that sounds crazy, but it is. You know, people say, hey, fruit's good for you, but some people can't eat fruit. Some people say, hey, look, you know, strawberries are really healthy for you, but you eat strawberries and it gives you hives or gives you a reaction. So not everything is good for you and good for everybody, but you got to find the right things. But it depends on what sickness you have, spiritual. I don't think the Reiki healing done anything to you bad. No, like I don't think it affected your physical stuff. Like, you know, it didn't do anything like that. It didn't affect your. I think the person who's doing it is not helping you with it. But as far as it affecting your physical sickness, no. Well, if you started getting flashes in your eyes, then that what I just said to you is true. You got to get the right food in your system. Not everything is good for you. You know, not everything good is good for you. Everybody's body's different. Everybody functions on different things. You know, for instance, if somebody has gout and it's really, really bad, they can't eat certain things. Even if they tell you, look, this won't give you gout, but it's giving you gout. You see what I'm saying? So everything is different. It's just like a person who has cancer. Oh, well, eat this and do this and you'll be fine. And that person gets worse. So that means that what they were eating is not doing anything for them. So they have to keep changing and keep finding another way for something not to give them. It's just like a person who gets heartburn. People get heartburn because they eat too much acidy foods. Some acidy foods might not give you heartburn. Everybody's different. You have to, we're a test every day. Our body is a test. Sometimes we can eat this, we can eat that. Sometimes we can't. Well, obviously it didn't help him either, because if it did help him, you guys would be together. You see what I mean, sweetheart? You gotta look at the common sense factor here. If it did help him, right, he would be with you right now. And I saw problems with him, so obviously it's not helping him. See, you can't tell somebody, you can't tell a Reiki healer, you can tell a Reiki healer, yes, fix this and fix me and fix this person. But that person doesn't have the power to fix people like that. You see what I'm saying? Only God can do that. That person can't do that stuff. That's definitely not happening. I can tell you that right now. If that was the case, everybody would do it, spiritual. Everybody would do it. Every Reiki healer and every Reiki person would be a millionaire. So I would say, no, there is no help. The only thing you can help is help yourself. You see what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. I'm not being like an ass or anything, but I'm not trying to downgrade Reiki healers at no cost here. I'm just saying it doesn't help everybody. It's not for everybody. Yeah, I suggest you do that, because if you're not getting results from it, then it's not happening. The most powerful thing in this world is belief, and believing yourself, believing that things will happen, and believing in spirit to help you. But if you don't believe in anything, then it ain't gonna happen. And I don't think that anybody can help you unless you help yourself. So, I can sit here and tell you tons of things, but if you do the opposite, then what's the sense of listening to me and talking to me? You see what I mean? So everybody has to make their final decision on what they need to do with themselves. We control our own lives and own destinies. Nobody can do those things for you but you yourself. That's my opinion at the end of the day. But all that healing and Reiki and all that type of stuff, that doesn't help everybody. It's not for everybody. And like I said, if you've been doing it that long, then I would say that if it doesn't help and it hasn't helped you by now, it won't help you. I know it's difficult and I know it's hard to hear, but sometimes we have to listen to our own mind. You too, Ninja. Take care, sweetheart. Hope you feel better. You said I was hurt because too many things happened at the same time. I lost him. My mom died of corona before I chose Reiki. Yeah, I know, spiritual. I'm sorry about your mom, sweetheart, but see, now I'm going to tell you something else. Your mom died of corona, right? So I want you to talk to your mom in spirit. You're not crazy for talking to her. She's gonna respond in ways. She probably led you here to me so you can listen to me. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you acknowledge your mom every day in spirit, talk to your mom every day, even go get a picture of her and talk to her through the picture, right? You will find life is better that way, by talking to spirit. Spirit is the most powerful thing in this world, whether you believe that or not. And without spirit, we're nothing. Because there's more spirit in the world than human beings that are living. There's billions and billions of people that have died before us that take care of us. We all have a spiritual army. And the people that we know in spirit can help us to a certain extent. They're not going to sit here and wave a magic wand and shit's going to just fall out of the sky for you. But if they see what you're doing is right, they're going to help you. They're going to make things and nudge you in the right way. So if you believe that your mom is helping you, your mom is going to help you. Of course she is. Of course she is. Of course. She's your mother. Of course she's going to be there around you, you know? What you mean, what's the other side? The other side is the spiritual realm. It's where spirit help you, spirit do things. Yeah. Well, the other side is the spiritual presence and the physical presence. We live in the physical presence right now. And then there's a physical presence where they mean a spiritual presence where they come back to earth and they can hang out with everybody and hang out with you and hang out with me. They can stay wherever they want, go wherever they want, just like how we can do in physical presence. That's what I believe. You know, we're all in the same world, we're just in different forms. Well, the spirits that don't go to that side are the ones that choose not to, or God says, hey, look, you got to do this first. You know, that's what I believe. I've seen spirit my whole life, and some of them are bad, some of them are good, some of them never change, some of them don't want to change, and it's just like a regular person. You know, they have to go through their transition as well. They have to go through their trials and tribulations. They have to get over some things. They have to, you know, sometimes when they see you in spirit, you know, spirit can be in back of me right now and say, hey, thank God Mark's here helping these people. You know, my uncle could be in the background here. You know, my grandparents, they could be looking at me right now and say, I'm glad Mark's helping these people, you know, and I'm glad, you know, we can help him and we're going to bring spirit around and help him and do this and do that. You got me? So, like, it's just the way it is. You know, if you believe it, you'll receive it. I'm sorry to hear that, you know, but it's hard to lose a brother or mother. You know, I have all my family, so I'm very fortunate. But I know when I lose somebody, I have them for the rest of my life in spirit. You know, I feel like your mom wants you to get the right help and the right advice, and she feels like you're not getting the right advice. You know, and that's exactly why you might be in the situation that you're in because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Take care of yourself and believe that your brother and my mother are taking care of you. That's why I'm trying to tell you what to do, sweetheart. Listen, what you have to do is talk to your brother and talk to your mother every day in spirit and say, look, help me. I need help. I'm waiting for your help. I want your help. I need your help. I want you to put me in the right situations. I want you to do this for me. I want you to do that for me. But you also have to praise them as well. Tell them you love them. Tell them, please, I accept your help. I want you to help me. I'm ready now. You know, and they want to help you. They really do. Do you have like when your brother died, right? Did he have like a an did you get something from him like a piece of jewelry or like a bracelet or like a necklace or something like that he used to have or like an item that was significant to him or something that he made like a bracelet or something like that? something maybe that he gave you or his mother. His cap. Yeah. No jewelry though. Could be your mom then. Like I can see like a beaded bracelet. I can see a beaded bracelet that one of them had or one of them has on their arm. Okay. Well, that must be what the jewelry is. 3 a month. Do you smoke cigarettes? I see a lot of things, sweetheart, trying to help you, you know? But you do. Then your mom and your brother said don't do that no more. That's another thing that affects you that they don't like. Yeah, don't do it at all. They're saying please don't do that. So don't smoke. That's like the worst thing you can do. I gave that up 6 years ago. So they're saying don't do that. Yeah, don't do it. They're saying don't do it no more. I don't know if you drink a lot of water, but you need to start drinking more water, they're saying. Like if you have stomach problems, it's because you're not, like I told you already, there's something you're putting in your body or not enough you're putting in your body. Like some people don't like to drink water, but you got to force yourself to do it if that's the case. See? That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, this is why you sick. You're sick. And spirit's confirming it. Your brother and your mother's confirming it right now. You don't drink enough water. You have stomach issues. And you're smoking. That's why you're sick. And that's what they're telling me. This is your problem. There you go. You know? That's what I told you before I even tapped into spirit. This is the things that you got to do, sweetheart. And that's why they're upset with you because you're not doing the right thing. And spirit gets upset with us because we're not doing the right thing. So if we're not doing the right thing, how are they going to help us? You understand what I mean? I can talk to spirit. Yes, I've been doing it for a long time. Yes, sweetheart. I've been doing it forever. Everybody in this room can tell you that this is what I do. This is something that I do to help everybody. I want you to understand That spirit's there. There's no doubt. There's no doubt ever. There should never be doubt in your mind. That spirit's there for you, and they're gonna tell you the right things. They're gonna tell you what you're doing wrong, and they're gonna tell me if they're upset with you. They're gonna tell me if they're happy with you. They're gonna tell me you're doing the wrong thing. It's life. This is what we have. This is why things have to go that way and have to be that way. You know. Unfortunately, when we're not doing the right things, we don't get the right help. But once you start going in the right direction, everything will just happen. You'll start getting signs, you'll start getting feelings, you'll start getting everything come to you one right after the other. Bang, 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 bang. Where you're gonna be like, what the heck is going on here? No, they're just upset that you're not doing the right things. She said she's not upset with you. She's just upset that you're not living your right life. She says you're not doing the right things. She said you probably couldn't come see her anyway because of where she was, but she doesn't hold that against you. She said it's fine. Don't worry about that. She says worry about taking. She says do what you have to do to take care of yourself, and you're not doing that. I don't think she was that very. I don't think she was very healthy. I don't think she was very healthy herself. Just give me a second. I gotta turn off my oven real quick. She tells me that she wasn't very healthy herself. That's why she died from corona. Oh, hey, Vicky. How you doing, sweetheart? I hope you feel better, man. I don't want nothing to happen to anybody. It's good to see you, sweetie. Hey, sometimes you're there to listen. Sometimes people just sit back and listen because it's for them to hear. Yeah. Well, there you go. See, your mom wasn't in good health either. And she doesn't want that to happen to you. That's why she's upset. Yep. It's true though, you know. That's why I try to eat, good, you know. Well, that's the thing, our mental state of mind can be changed. I think that everybody's hard on themselves too much. And I want to say sometimes, everybody's like a big baby. And you need to be told, you shouldn't have to be told to do something every single day, every month, every time you see a specific person. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's different. I understand that everybody has a different life and a different, place they live, a different job, a different scenario. But we should all have the same mindset, and that is to better ourselves for ourselves. And once we get to the point where we are content with what we look like, what we feel like, what we say, how we act, and what we do, then we become better people, and we rub off on others. And we also like we also have to be an example for children, for others, for people, our friends, our family. And then I know it's hard to deal with people. I know it's hard to get to a certain place in your life. But the more we dwell on the negative parts and, oh, I can't right now, I can't do this. That word can't is what makes a lot of people go downhill. When you say I can't, then the universe says, oh, well, let me go see somebody else that says they can. And they will. And they'll try. And they'll do it. Let's go deal with them. We'll put you on the back burner because you're still saying can't. And I had this conversation earlier with my sister. I was like, leave your fucking job, get away from there. And then as soon as you leave, the universe is going to bless you with a new job. It's how it works, sweetheart. You have to get over it. Leave that fucking place, leave the toxicity that you live in, and move on. It's simple. You have to do it. You have to make your life better. You're only here for so long. You're going to sit there in spirit and regret because you didn't do what you had to do when you had to do it. You're looking at a prime example of a person who changed his life 6 years ago, so I can be here talking to you about it. And I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to be fucking perfect, ever. But I'm still trying to better myself every day. And sometimes I take care of everybody else too much and not taking care of myself. But sometimes I pull that handbrake up and say, nope. It's time to put the brakes on, Mark. You got to take care of you, bro. And that's what I do. Okay, spiritual. Oh, right, Vicky. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just dealing with everybody else as usual. My sister and her divorce and watching my nephews, go through this bullshit. It's almost over though, so we got good news that things are gonna be working out, stuff like that. So lawyer meetings and all sorts of bullshit. Spiritual, you said ask her if she's happy with me being with E and if she can help me with that. Well, I think she's already helping you with that by allowing you to understand that you have to make it happen. You have to do what you have to do to make you happy. And she says that this guy, Edwin, right? She says that he has a temper and he's like trying to figure out himself. And he's going through a loss. He's going through like a bad time. And he can be very like, up and down and crafty and like he's doing things he shouldn't be doing as well. And that's why he can't come to you until he does what he has to do. She says you have to use your common sense. She says you have to use your judgment and you can't start on a bad note and expect things to be better. She says don't plan things because it's not going to go the way you want it until he sorts himself out, like I told you before. What I saw in the cards is what I'm hearing from her anyway, and I keep hearing the same thing over and over. And that's why, I tell people all the time, sometimes we may want somebody we can't have. And the reason we can't have that person because that person's not ready to have us because their lives are all in a mess. But she thinks that you need to stop hiding your emotions and use your common sense and know that, no, that's the thing. That's up to him. There's no time. Time is whenever. He can sort himself out tonight and be, fine tomorrow. But he has to sort himself out. You can't sit there and wait for him either. You got to start working on yourself. I'm telling you what you're asking me, is she happy with that? I'm not, the cards can say whatever they want. I'm listening to what she's saying, See, the cards can say time frames and spirit's not going to tell me no time frame sometime, you know. And the thing is, it's telling me that it's still up to him. It's telling me like 3 weeks that you might, he might sort himself out, but he's only going to sort himself out to a certain point. He's going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. So for the next 3 weeks, he's going to be, sorting himself out. So that's why I told you by the end of this month, you might hear from him and he might say, hey, look, I'm doing this, this, and this. I appreciate your messages. I appreciate the happy birthday. I appreciate this. But you look, I'm going through some bullshit right now, and that's why I haven't responded to you, because I need to sort myself out, and you got to understand that. You can't force somebody to be with you. You can't force somebody to acknowledge you. These people are going to do what's right for them. You got to look at it this way, spiritual, is if he hasn't blocked you, then that's a good sign. He hasn't blocked you because you said he sees your messages. So what does that mean? That means that he's entertaining the fact that you talk to him, but he's going to be on his own. I know communication is hard. Communication is annoying. And if there isn't no contact, no answer is an answer. So that's your answer. But see, in the long run, yeah, you can be, yes, if it's up to him. You see what I'm saying? I told you earlier that the cards say that it's going to get better in the next 2 weeks. You're going to get communication and things are going to start to unfold. But it's always up to him. It's not up to you. It's up to him. So the cards are telling me, yes, it could be happy and together in the long run, but it still depends on his situation. But in the next 2 weeks, things can get better, yes. I've seen that already. But if you keep dwelling on it, right? If you keep dwelling on it and keep going back and forth and wanting it too much, it's not going to happen. You have to allow him to come out of his shell, come out of his situation, and bang. And like I said, when you're not getting any communication, that's your answer, to leave it alone and just leave that person alone. And then one day you're going to wake up and have that message there. And then the person's going to be like, hey, look, this is what happened. This is what I'm going through. And that's what usually happens. I'm going to answer your question and then I got to go, okay? I won't be back on tonight. I'll probably be on tomorrow. If I do come on tonight, it's going to be late, like midnight. And you got to remember that your mother and your brother are telling you that you have to change yourself, yourself. I've been giving you a lot of messages, sweetheart, I can only do so much too. But you have to change what you're doing, Yes, Vicky, you got to get your beauty rest. Well, spiritual, I'm going to tell you this again. And it doesn't matter how many times I shuffle the cards, how many things I say to you, but I keep getting the same thing over and over and over again. It says that you are wanting this. Yes, you want romance. You want to be with this person, but this person, Edwin or Erwin, E, they are still weak. They're still insecure. They have no determination to do anything right now with you. They still look at you in a good way. They would like to be with you, yes. And they consider you somebody that they want. They're going to have the determination and the desire, and they want to make that goal happen. But it's going to be on their terms. And in the next month or so, it's not possible to see each other physically yet. All right? Now I'm getting 3 months that you guys will see each other in a physical way. All right? And that's going to get you about maybe August. So I see communication coming, but it depends on him a lot. He is the key factor here. But by August, it's telling me you're going to physically see each other. By August, you'll physically see each other. That's what I'm getting. Now, remember, time is time. Time changes, things change. That's why a lot of people don't do time frames. My time frames are usually pretty good. I don't get much people complain, but I tell people all the time, I can't guarantee anything. The only thing that's guaranteed in life is death. So nothing is guaranteed and set in stone. But from what the cards tell me right now, it says 3 months. So it's saying about August. June, July, August. So by August, you'll physically see him. By the end of this month, you'll get contact and you see how things go. But like I said, it's nothing you can do, spiritual. Nothing you can do on your end but get yourself better. You personally get better. Now, he has to get himself better in order to make everything better. He's got to better himself. He's going through a big transition period. He's going through a big change, you know. It's something that he's going through. So you got to allow him to get himself better. And while he's getting himself better, my advice to you is to stop smoking, drink a lot of water, and get yourself physically ready to see him and be with him. So listen to me. Before I go, I'm going to tell you something spiritual. If you start today drinking water, stop smoking, and do what your mom and your brother's telling me to do, stomach issues, all that type of stuff, you've got to get yourself better. How would you feel if he called you today and say, it's my birthday and I'm going to come and visit you soon? And what if you say to him, oh, I'm sick. I can't do this and I can't do that. He's going to be like, why the fuck did I even come here to see this woman? She's sick. She's always crying about her problems and her health. You think somebody wants to be with somebody that's talking about their problems and their health? You see what I mean? So in the meantime, get yourself prepared. But you're doing it not for him, for yourself. You're not going to get better for him. You got to get better for you. So in the meantime, work on yourself. Okay? That's my advice to you. And that's the advice from your mom and your brother. And they're both with you. And you just have to talk to them. Okay? You're welcome. And thank you for donations. I appreciate it. All right? I'm going to come on probably it's 6:30 my time, so I'm going to probably come on midnight, 5 hours from now. So right now it's 6, I'm in Bermuda, so it's 6:38. I'm probably going to be on at midnight, so probably 5.5 hours from now. And that's a maybe. I might come on. But I'll be on tomorrow around this time or later. I usually come on at night. All right, back on one. All right, Cindy, take care, sweetie. It was good seeing you. I'm glad you're okay. All right, Becca, get yourself balanced. You are beautiful. And people depend on you. Love you too, sweetheart. I'm going to go get some dinner. and I'm gonna have dinner with my nephews, and then I'm going to come back later. I'm gonna watch the game tonight, and then I'll be back on later on tonight. Yes, okay. No problem, spiritual. Thank you, and I hope that helped you, and I hope that you get better. And the only way you're gonna get better is to do what your mom and brother said, you know? So drink a lot of water, stay away from dirty cigarettes, and just take care of yourself. And I encourage everybody to do that. Yeah, Celtics play tonight, game 1 of the finals. I was supposed to be in Boston right now, but I'm not paying all that money to go watch a damn game. It's $1,000 for a ticket right now. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And it's $1,000 for the plane ticket. It's $1,000 to watch the game. And it's $2,000 to stay at a hotel near the stadium. So I'm not going to spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for no, here to Saturday weekend. I work too hard to be spending all that type of money in a couple days. And my friend called me. He's like, do you see these ridiculous prices? I'm like, yep. I was like, I'll watch it on my TV for free. All I got to do is pay for electricity and cable and internet. I'm fine. So I was supposed to be in Boston right now, but I canceled it. I said, no, I'm not going. Hell no. I'm not spending all that money. That's a lot of money to be spending. I can afford it, but I just don't want to do it. It's just like, no. Yeah, exactly. I can go on a tour and spend less and drive around and see everybody. I understand they're trying to get their money back from COVID and all that shit, but you're not going to get that money back from me. Oh, hell no. I'm not spending $1,000. What if they lose? I'll be feeling devastated. $1,000 to watch bullshit? Hell no. All right, I got to get out of here. My nephews are texting me, so I'm going to go eat some dinner and I'll be back later. All right, take care, everybody. It was good seeing you all. Thanks for the donations and all that. I appreciate it. And I'll be back around midnight, probably after the game. Vicky, good seeing you, sweetheart. Hope you feel better. Hope all goes good for you. Cindy, Becca, all you guys, love you all. Take care.